Hi, this is Charlotte. I haven't been on in a long time, so I wanted to give you an update on my health. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, I have Sjogren's, lupus, fibromyalgia, Raynaud's. I have some lung involvement from the lupus. I have muscle weakness from steroid myopathy, and I had Hashimoto. So I've had this for about 4 or 5 years. And in the beginning, I asked the doctors to help me, and they did. They started me on, or they tried, with methotrexate and steroids and told me if I stayed with it for a year that they could get me much, much better. I declined on the methotrexate and steroids and to the point where I could barely walk. After 8 months, I told the doctor, I can't take this anymore. I can barely get out of the bed. I can't shower myself. And I stopped Western medicine. I then went to clinic after clinic, driving far, far, far away, trying to find a doctor that could help me. I've gone through battery tests at various clinics, various doctors, various specialists. I've heard opinions of all sorts of specialists, and I found out that each one gives you a different answer, even if they're in the specialty field of the same. Now, I was in the hospital 24 days when I was taking that methotrexate and steroids because my immune system was low. If you're on those two drugs, high-dose steroids and methotrexate, you better lock yourself in the house because you're going to catch something after being on it for a long time. Your immune system will be shot like mine was. I ended up in the hospital for 24 days. Now, methotrexate is a mild chemo drug, and that and steroids blew my immune system, blew my muscles, and damaged my lungs. Thanks, Western medicine. So after that, I was in the hospital 24 days with pneumonia. And then the following year, last year, in the hospital with pneumonia in January. January's a bad month for me in pneumonia. Now, yes, I'd had my pneumonia shot. But, you see, when you're on Western medicine, it lowers your immune system, plus the lupus. So I had no immune system. And I came out of the hospital last time, came home. I got so sick, I told my husband I'm circling the drain. I got to get back to the hospital. When I did, my blood sugar was 610. Never been a diabetic from the steroids. They got that down, sent me home on insulin. After I got off the steroids, which takes a long time, you feel like a crazy person while you're on them. That should tell us something. I got off the steroids and I'm not a diabetic, thank you God. I started researching. Only people I see doing good are the ones that are using cannabis oil. So I started researching, and I got cannabis oil. The first time I took it, I was scammed. It was from an internet service, and it had hardly anything in it. It was diluted. It did me no good, but yet it was expensive. Then I found someone that I got the good cannabis oil made from the right thing, the right strains, and I took that and just a toothpick with a rice size under my tongue, let it dissolve, and swallow it. Within a month, I could tell the difference. It's been 3 months now. My hair that was falling out is coming back. My skin that was so dry that I could pull sheets off like a burned person is looking great. I am off of oxygen during the day. I think I could get off of it during the night. My mind, which I thought was fiber fog, is clear. It wasn't fiber fog. It was Western medicine fog. It might have been some fiber fog, but that medicine keeps you in a dazed state. You never think clearly because your body can't metabolize it. Your liver and kidneys are made to metabolize natural things from the earth, not synthetic chemicals man-made. I'm off all my medicine now, almost. Of course, I'll have to take thyroid. I had to have it removed due to Hashimoto. But I'm off the Neurontin. I had high doses of Neurontin. I'm down to 100 milligrams, soon to stop that. I took a lot of medicine for lupus. I'm down to one Plaquenil, and I'm about to stop that. It's a gradual thing. You don't want to stop medicine abruptly. And never stop your medicine without checking with your pharmacist. Many have to be tapered. Now, as you know in my last video, my doctor told me that I would have to sign a contract that I could not be given any pain pills at this teaching hospital as long as I used the cannabis oil. I signed it. I don't need pain pills. I've not taken any since I started the cannabis oil. I had horrible insomnia I have been going to bed at night when my husband goes to bed and sleeping all night. I slept to 11 o'clock today. I was to the point where I could only sleep 2 hours and I'd be awake. I have high hopes. This might not be for everyone. You have to pray and dig down deep in your soul and find out what's good for you. I don't need to walk into a doctor's office and get the latest drug that's been delivered by the pharmaceutical company. You know, I worked as a nurse. I know how that goes. The pharmaceutical companies wine and dine the doctors, giving them free trips, free cruises. They brought us goodies and food and all sorts of things once a week, trying to court us and get the doctor to prescribe their medicine, which it works. Many times the medicine you're getting on the shelf is the one that the pharmaceutical company um, was telling the doctor to use and gave him a cruise, and so they're patting each other's back. This is true. I've been there. I know. Do not trust a person that's gone to school and read a textbook and has no experience with anything natural. Go to an herbalist. Go to a natural, someone that can help you. Listen to what they have to say. If it's natural, try it. It won't hurt you. But I can only speak from experience. I don't tell anyone to do anything without checking with their doctor first. I'm going with my gut instinct. My doctors might not approve. They don't know yet, but when they see me, they're going to be amazed. And my rheumatologist will be thrilled to see I'm taking no medicine and no pain pills. This is a miracle for me. I'm a person who walked around in pain constantly. I never had pain relief. It might have been better, but it was never good. Now, I still have bad days where I feel bad. You know, I'd still have lupus. Some days I might feel a little bit achy, but not where I need to take a pain pill because I use the oil and I get relief. Now you think, well, yeah, but does it make you high? Well, I haven't been high. You take such a small amount. Some have THC, some CBD. With us, we need both. And don't take it unless you've got a printout that shows what's in the oil that you're taking. You can even have it tested yourself. There are places you can send your oil because, yes, there are scammers out there, a lot of scammers, who are saying they're making the oil and it has nothing in it, maybe even using dangerous solvents to cook it down. Be careful. I've done 6 to 8 hours of research for about the last 30 days, and I want you to know that I have learned a lot. I think we're all smart enough to know that natural is best. Okay, on to diet. I'm changing my diet. Gluten-free. I'm eating as gluten-free as I can right now and hope to get totally gluten-free. I am eating fruit and vegetables. I wash them first with dishwashing liquid, and then I rinse them in apple cider vinegar and rinse them again in water. That kills everything. Those vegetables and fruits are covered with chemicals. You must wash them thoroughly and use apple cider vinegar, and then you'll have fruit that's good for you. This morning I had a fruit julep out of my magic bullet with some spinach leaves added. It was filling. My body knew what to do with it. It was natural, and I feel great. Please study the alkaline diet. There's a great spot on the internet called Alkaline Sisters, and you can see diets and recipes. If you have an acidic body, your body is an open breeding ground for disease and for cancer. They love acidic and they love sugar. You cut your sugar out and get your body down to a pH that's alkaline, and you're going to see a difference. Or if you don't want to, you want to eat that sugar and eat all that bad stuff, you go ahead. Just go to the doctor and get you another pill. Get you an insulin pump. That'll work. That's what they do. I've watched my mother go downhill with insulin. And my dad's been on chemo 7 years. I've watched a lot of things. And as a nurse, I learned a lot of things. And I'm telling you, Western medicine is not always the answer. There's a place for it. If I land in the hospital with pneumonia, yes, I'll have to have steroids and antibiotics. But I'll go back to the way I like to live when I get home. There's a time and place for everything. But nature is the way to go. Don't eat that sugary, gooey stuff. We're coming into the holiday season. Do you know that I talked to a pediatrician once that said he knew after the holidays that office would be cram-packed full because all those children had eaten all that sugar, which lowers their immune system. Come on, parents, read. Don't feed your babies that. We think we're doing good by feeding all this ooey-gooey stuff to our family, which we're really hurting them. I hear people sit around and whine about feeling bad, but they don't change anything. They don't change their diet. They still buy that goofy, ooey-gooey, sweet, high cholesterol, high GMO, high fat. You know, we've got to try to do better. We're all going to backslide, but we can try. Let's don't encourage each other to eat like that. Let's encourage each other to eat healthy. Be smart. We are not a nation that doesn't have a way to learn. We can read and learn. Go to your library. Use the internet. Go to the hospital and get nutrition information from the nutritionist there or at your doctor's office. Don't sit back and everything that comes on TV, try all these ooey gooey sweets. Go ahead if you want to be sick. Because I'm telling you, doctors know that the sugar will kill you. If not, it's going to make you a diabetic. And if you're a diabetic, get off the sugar and start eating good. Exercise and try to help yourself. Or just say you're a diabetic and eat like a regular person. You're only going to have to take more and more insulin. Now, when I talk to you, I'm talking to myself. Because don't think I don't like that ooey-gooey stuff. Don't think I think it would be easier just to take a pill to cure all. But you know what? They don't cure all. I have watched people on YouTube that have lupus try everything in the world known to Western medicine. Experimental, not experimental, trials, not trials. And you know what? None of them are better. The only people that I've seen that are better are the ones that are trying natural. Some are using cannabis oil, some are using just good diet. But I'm telling you, for me, it's working. That's my update, and I hope that you've all learned something. Try to go read about alkaline and acid pH in your body. Check the alkaline sisters out. Check natural things, but check with your pharmacist or your doctor before you try to use them. Okay, thank you from West Texas, and let's enjoy this beautiful fall. I'm loving this weather. I've got the windows up. I'm drinking lots of water with lemon without the peel, and I love it. I don't have to be on diuretics. I never take diuretics because lemon in water is a natural diuretic. Eat lots of greens and vegetables, and try to be smart and concentrate on eating good instead of just running to Walmart or United or the grocery store and buying the last thing you saw on TV, because you know what? It's poison to your body. That cake and those cookies you ate, they tasted delicious, didn't they? But tomorrow you won't feel too good. Okay, guys, love you. Remember, keep positive and go natural. God bless from West Texas. Bye.